Welcome back to the video series on the Community Coalition Action Theory Model and Study Group Process. As a reminder, my name is Holly Craycraft and I work at Ohio University's Voinovich School of Leadership and Public Affairs. This particular video in the series offers an orientation for the study group co-facilitators who will be engaging and managing the CCAT study group process. The objectives for today's learning session are threefold. First is to quickly review the steps involved in the full CCAT study group process. Second is to reference the Quick Start Guide and make sure that you have the materials you need to get the study group going. Finally is to orient you to the various types of icons and headers that are utilized throughout all of the supporting documents. The CCAT study group process is intended to be completed in a collaborative, multi-stepped manner. With this orientation video, we are only discussing the initial steps of the process. For steps 0 and 1, these are managerial in nature and will be completed by the co-facilitators. All of the other steps are intended to be completed by the study group in a shared approach. For example, step 2 involves learning about the theoretical model through a multi-session study group process. Participants will read a book chapter and then collaboratively consider how the model applies to the local coalition. After completing the book study process, the study group will then work through a series of activities to further document and articulate how the CCAT elements relate to work of the local coalition. You will notice we have plugged in suggested dates that help with breaking down the steps over the grant period for the initiative. However, your study group may need to adjust these dates based on your availability, so we have included a column for study group amended due dates. To begin, if you have not already done so, please download the Quick Start Guide for co-facilitators. Please note a more abbreviated guide is available for study group participants and focuses them on the materials that they will need before the meeting as a study group. In addition, please make sure you have watched the separate introductory video, which offers an overview of the CCAT model. The next 2 items on the Quick Start Guide include downloading or printing the PDF book chapter by Butterfoss and Kegler, along with an optional 2-page handout. Number 4 is being completed as we speak. The remaining items on the list are for you to download or print. You want to allow yourself some time to become familiar with all of the materials. It is important to note that as a co-facilitator, you will play a dual role of managing the process and engaging the material as a participant. For quick visual reinforcement, we utilize several icons and are showing you the most relevant ones here. The first 2 relate to roles of the study group members. Materials for co-facilitators are indicated with the 2-person conversation icon, and materials for the study group participants are indicated with the multi-person group icon. There are also 3 key icons for the types of materials being utilized in this process. These are shown to the right. The task icon is used to indicate documents for co-facilitators. They explain what needs to be completed for each step in the process. The handout icon is used for both co-facilitators and study group members. These documents offer additional context or reference information for select steps. The deliverable icon includes tools and templates for activities that need to be completed by the co-facilitator and/or study group members. We are currently working on a website for the Strengthening and Sustaining Ohio Suicide Prevention Coalition's initiative, and you will be able to access all of the materials from there. In the meantime, while it is under construction, all materials and guidance will be emailed to you as co-facilitators. You will then be responsible for sharing the materials that are relevant to your study group members. All of the CCAT study group materials include a common header. A sample is being shown here. The first line references the process and will have the same running title throughout all of the materials. On the second line, these items will change on each document. As you see on the left side, we reference both the step number in the process and the title of the document. On the right side, there are two cells with space to indicate who the document is intended for and what type of document it is. We are using the role and type of material icons as visual reinforcements of these. This concludes the orientation co-facilitators video. If you have any questions about the development of the process or materials being utilized, please feel free to reach out to myself or Dr. Holly Raffel. Thank you for your time, hard work, and leadership as you move forward with your CCAT study group.